Boundaries. Boundaries in friendships and relationships. Boundaries are essential in any relationship, whether romantic, platonic, or in families. They define the limits of acceptable behavior and create a framework for mutual respect, understanding, and personal well-being. Without clear boundaries, relationships can become strained, leading to emotional exhaustion, resentment, and dysfunction. Establishing and maintaining boundaries helps individuals protect their mental health, communicate effectively, and build healthy, lasting connections. Understanding boundaries. Boundaries are the emotional, physical, and psychological limits we set to protect ourselves from being manipulated, used, or violated by others. They serve as guidelines that determine how we interact with others and how we expect to be treated in return. Boundaries can be categorized into different types. Let's start with physical boundaries. These relate to personal space and physical touch. They include preferences regarding hugging, handshakes, and other forms of physical contact. Emotional boundaries. These involve separating one's emotions from others, ensuring one does not take on another person's emotional burdens unnecessarily. Mental boundaries. These pertain to thoughts, values, and opinions. They allow individuals to have their own perspectives without feeling pressured to conform. Time boundaries. These help individuals manage their time effectively, ensuring that they do not overcommit or neglect their personal needs. Material boundaries. These define how one handles possessions and financial matters, including lending money or sharing personal belongings. Sexual boundaries. These encompass comfort levels with sexual activities, consent, and expectations regarding intimacy. Digital boundaries. With the rise of technology, digital boundaries include privacy preferences, social media interactions, and communication expectations. Let's look at the importance of boundaries in friendships. Friendships thrive when there are well-defined boundaries that prevent misunderstandings and emotional exhaustion. Healthy boundaries in friendships include respecting privacy. Friends should respect each other's personal space and private matters. Managing time and availability. Friendship should not demand constant availability. Emotional support versus emotional burden. Friends should offer support but should not be expected to act as therapists or absorb excessive emotional stress. Mutual respect for differences. Friends may have different values, beliefs, and lifestyles. Boundaries help in respecting these differences without imposing personal opinions. Let's look at the importance of boundaries in romantic relationships. Romantic relationships require clear boundaries to ensure both partners feel safe, valued, and respected. Essential boundaries in romantic relationships could include personal identity and independence. Partners should maintain their own interests, friendships, and hobbies without feeling controlled. Communication and honesty. Clear boundaries regarding openness and honesty fosters trust and prevents misunderstandings. Respecting emotional needs. Both partners should acknowledge and respect each other's emotional needs without feeling pressured to constantly fulfill them. Boundaries help in addressing conflicts without resorting to blame, manipulation, or aggression. How do we set and maintain boundaries? Setting boundaries involves identifying one's needs, clearly communicating them, and enforcing them when necessary. The following steps can help in setting and maintaining healthy boundaries. Self-reflection. Understand personal limits and triggers. Identify what makes you uncomfortable or overwhelmed in relationships. Open communication. Clearly express your needs and expectations to others. You can start by using I statements. Consistency. Enforce in boundaries consistently. Allowing expectations to can often weaken them. Respect for others' boundaries. Just as one sets boundaries, it is essential to respect boundaries set by others. Seeking support. If setting boundaries feels challenging, seek guidance. Handling boundary violations. When someone crosses a boundary, address it assertively but respectfully. Reaffirm the importance of the boundary without guilt or fear. Let's look at the impact of healthy boundaries. Having well-established boundaries leads to healthier, more fulfilling relationships, and the benefits could include increased self-esteem. Knowing and asserting one's needs fosters self-respect and confidence. Reduce stress and anxiety. Boundaries prevent feelings of being overwhelmed or taken advantage of. Better communication. Clear boundaries lead to more honest and effective communication. Stronger relationships. Healthy boundaries are based on mutual respect, where both parties feel valued and understood. Emotional stability. Boundaries prevent emotional burnout and help individuals maintain a sense of self and in relationships. Challenges in setting boundaries. While setting boundaries is crucial, it can be challenging, especially for those who fear conflict or rejection. Some common challenges include guilt and fear. People often feel guilty for setting boundaries, fearing they will hurt or disappoint others. Resistance from others. Some individuals may react negatively when boundaries are enforced, especially if they have benefited from lack of them. Cultural and expectations. Familiar norms may make it difficult to assert personal boundaries. Personal insecurities. Low self-esteem can make individuals hesitant to set and enforce boundaries. To overcome these challenges, individuals should consider to recognize their right to boundaries. Everybody has a right to personal space and respect. Practice assertiveness. Be firm and clear without being aggressive. Helps in maintaining boundaries. Start small. Begin with minor boundaries and gradually establish more significant ones. Boundaries are the foundations of healthy friendships and relationships. They promote mutual respect, emotional well-being, and clear communication. While setting and maintaining boundaries can be challenging, doing so leads to more fulfilling and balanced relationships. By understanding the different types of boundaries and their significance, individuals can cultivate deeper, more meaningful connections while preserving their well-being and personal integrity.